everyone. I'm really excited for you guys to join me today on my mini meditation series. And the thing about meditation is that it is something that you could do everywhere, anytime. All you need is yourself, and you could just close your eyes and you could do a little simple meditation. And that's what I really love about it. I will start the class in a few moments. I'll just give it another minute and see if anyone's going to join us live today. Okay, so what is meditation? Meditation is really like the art of being fully present in the moment. And also it is about going from activity into silence. And that is really what meditation is. And when you're practicing meditation, it isn't necessarily about having no thoughts and your thoughts are going to go away, because they are always going to be there. But what it is it's just training ourselves by practicing, by going into this little space of silence to create a space for us to just be present, noticing our breaths and taking time to just be still, closing our eyes. And the reason that you want to close your eyes is so there isn't so much more outside stimulants coming in, and it allows you to be more present. And the way that when I was taught about meditation and your mind and your thoughts, because we all have them all day long, so many thoughts go through our head. We could think one thing just about how something we have to go and do, and then all of a sudden our mind starts thinking about something else, and the next thing, the next thing. And when we give ourselves the gift of a daily meditation practice, what we're doing is we're taking time to be still and to just sit with ourselves and meditate, spending some time in silence, so that it allows us to be more aware of all those gaps that are in between our thoughts. I'm going to put my earpieces in just in case you can't hear me as well. I'm just going to put these in real quick. Thank you. So really, when you are practicing meditation, it is about being present in the moment. Hold on, someone's joining. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll get back to, let me just, excuse me one moment. So I was sharing about a daily meditation practice and what meditation really is. And meditation is about taking time to go from activity into stillness. And when we take this time for ourselves to just practice meditation, which is amazing that you could practice it anywhere, because all you really need is yourself, and to close your eyes and to spend a few moments in a meditation, so that it gives us the ability to grow that space in between our thoughts. And what happens when I had learned about meditating, and all of our thoughts, they like to call it like your monkey mind, because we have one thought over here, then we go to this thought and to this thought, and then all these thoughts are constantly going on. And when we practice meditation, it's not that our thoughts go away. Our thoughts are still there, but it's about the silence and the gap in between our thoughts, that when we're practicing meditation, we are building up that muscle. Just like when you go to the gym and you practice on building a muscle, you're building your meditation muscle practice and being more aware of the space in between your thoughts. And that's why every day we show up and we give ourselves this gift of meditating, so that we can become a little bit more calm and centered in the chaos of everything. So simply put, like I've started at the beginning, is that meditation is really the gift of being fully present on what you are doing at the moment. And when you practice meditating, you are really building that muscle of being more present in everything that you're doing, and aware, and knowing that you have all these thoughts all the time, but that they are just thoughts. And it's just definitely a practice that is something that you visit every day. And even when you are practicing meditation, It is something that some days you may feel like you have a great meditation, and another day it's not so great, but it's just like anything else. It's about showing up and taking the time to just be still and sit in meditation, whatever that may mean for you. And today, not only will I talk about meditation, I will share with you amazing benefits of meditating, but also guide you through a simple practice that you can incorporate just starting today. We'll meditate together for a few moments. And secondly, there are so many amazing benefits to a daily practice of meditating, and they are anything from reducing stress to inflammation to getting better sleep. It also, you just feel and look younger. You definitely are more present and calm, and it also helps you to be more creative with ideas because you're allowing this practice to take away from all of this noise and clutter that goes on all the time around us. And when we just take a few moments and we practice meditating, we're building up the ability to just be more calm and centered in the moment. And as an effect of that, we are allowing ourselves to have all these amazing benefits and reducing stress and anxiety and worries and thinking about the future or the past. It all starts to be less and less and less the more that you practice meditation every day and develop a practice for yourself, whatever that may be. And what happens is that with meditation, a meditation practice is really an antidote to stress. And stress is something that goes on all the time in all of our lives. It is something that happens based on events or circumstances or whatever it may be for all of us in our lives. We all go through that. And a certain amount of stress is really beneficial to us. But what has happened is that we're all living in this stress constantly, all the time, for really no reason. We're just so used to it. And when you are in a chronic living stress mode, which is your flight or freeze mode, which is something that as humans that we need to have is to survive from an example of some tremendous stressful situation that's going on. Like, for example, not that this would happen to us in this day and time, maybe, but back in the day, if you were being chased by a bear or something like that, you would need to have your stress and your flight and fight mode ready to go so that you can take care and survive what is going on at the moment. But most of our days and everything that is going on, that is not how we are living. And developing a meditation practice allows us to take that stress response and to minimize it and to upregulate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. And this is the place where you feel calm and your blood pressure lowers and you're more focused and you feel happy and joyful and more in the flow, and your blood pressure is lower, just a different state of well-being. And when you practice meditation on a daily basis, this is allowing your parasympathetic nervous system to turn on and to be there more throughout your day than the sympathetic nervous system, the flight or fight response. And for myself, when I started to learn to meditate, it was from a place of feeling very stressed and overwhelmed for so many responsibilities that I had going on. And I turned to meditation to help me kind of keep my stress and my anxieties to a level. But what happened in return is all these amazing benefits. I became more creative, more centered, more focused, just kinder and lighter and brighter and happier. And even to this day, my meditation practice is like one of those things that I most definitely keep in my everyday balance, because there are so many tremendous amazing benefits from showing up every day and doing this practice. Even later this week, I'm taking a very early flight, but I will make sure that I will spend time, even if it's maybe not my full amount of meditation time, I will just do a few moments, because it just really is so beneficial and it gets you to this place of feeling very calm and centered. And you really start to become more aware of the thoughts in between your thoughts and the gap there, along with if decisions come up or things that you're doing. It really just gives you
the ability and the art to be more present in the moment. And that is just one of the reasons where I find that this practice is really the foundation of so many other things in your life. It's so great for like entrepreneurs, busy moms, even if you're family, you can meditate together, especially meditating as a family or in a community. Like today, we'll do a little meditation together. It really just enhances the benefits of meditating, not only for ourselves, but everybody else around us. So as the days progress, I will go more into detail about all of the little basic things that I'm sharing at the first half of this class today. And then the third thing I will share is just how to start a meditation practice. And the thing is, with anything, it's like you just have to begin doing it. And it doesn't have to be this long, elaborate thing. Even if you start to meditate for a few moments today, and maybe next week you will go and bring it up to 5 minutes and 10 minutes and up to 15 minutes, whatever that means. It's just about a practice and showing up and doing it. A few of my tips that I like to share is that finding a space in your home or wherever it is that maybe you can dedicate to, that's where you will go and do this meditation every day. And if you have family members and people around, you can maybe just let them know that for those few moments, if you can just have a little quiet time to yourself, and maybe bring like your favorite blanket. I definitely, oh, I did bring a blanket because I'm always cold, but like bring a cozy blanket or anything else in that area that really reminds you of feeling calm or something that you love, because a meditation practice is a form of self-care and just being present and taking the time to be with yourself and to nourish your mind and your body and your spirit. And when we bring these little tools with us, it helps us to get there quicker. At least that's what I have found. And also, you want to feel like warm and cozy because you want to take this time to really be able to go in and be present in the moment for the few moments that we will meditate. And the second thing is that there's so many different types of meditations, and you are welcome to try all the ones, the different kinds that are out there. There's guided ones, there's mantra meditation, there are music meditations, so many different kinds, and experiment with all of them and give them a try and find out what works for you. I will be sharing with you today a mantra meditation, and I will get a little bit more into detail about that in a few minutes before we begin. But I really encourage you to go and try out different aspects of types of meditations. There's a bunch of few apps. The ones that I love Insight Timer because there's such a range of variety on there. So you can kind of test out what would maybe work best for you in developing a meditation practice. There's also the Chopra app that has a bunch of meditations on there as well. There's Headspace, and then there's also Calm. So there's so many, especially in this day and time, there's just so many different choices. So I encourage you to give a bunch of them a try and find out what works for you. And also to remember that meditation is a practice. So it's something that you need to give yourself time. You can't just do it one day and be like, oh, it didn't work, and I'm not going to do it again. You have to really give yourself the gift of time, maybe 30 days, and commit to maybe even trying one type of meditation for that period of time and then reflect upon it. And also, too, the main thing about meditation, like when you're in the practice, it's about showing up in the practice, doing the meditation, but really you see the benefits throughout your day, throughout your life. You will start to feel a difference. Maybe it's even the way you react to a situation that maybe in the past you would have reacted this way, but now you're reacting from a place of being more present and calm and reflective before reacting. So that is really the most awesome thing. I'd like to compare it to if you are someone who practices yoga. It's like you go to practice yoga every day and you start with a pose, I say downward dog, and when you first do it, it's just kind of all over the place. And then you keep practicing it every day. And little by little, you get more into the pose. And then one day you feel like you're in it in a really great, blissful way. But then what happens is all the practices that you do on your mat is that once you go and you go through your day, you see how those tools, being on your yoga mat or practicing meditation, will start to unravel as you go through your day, and the benefits of what you're doing at the time, they are just flowing throughout your whole day. And that's something that I have definitely experienced from my meditation practice time and time again. And that's what really keeps me going back to it and committed to practicing yoga and meditation every day. But also in this little series, I will go into mindfulness as well, because I really believe that's another practice that is so helpful for us, especially in this day and age. There's just so much constantly going on. We're all over the place and our minds are being like filled with so much that having building a form of mindfulness practice every day is another tool, and it's also another form of meditation. And I will definitely share a few of my favorites on Wednesday. So now I would like to guide you through a little meditation. So I invite you to, before we begin that, also, if you do have any questions at the end of class, there'll be a live Q&A, or if you're watching this later, there is a form that you're welcome to fill out that I left in your email, and you can ask me whatever questions that you'd like. I'm happy to help in any way I can, or in the Telegram group. But let's just take a few moments. And today, what I'm going to do is share with you a mantra meditation. And this is a meditation that actually, when I first started to learn to meditate, I learned this mantra meditation. And to this day, I have a very special mantra that I have for myself. But this is just one that is so easy. And even sometimes when I'm just all over the place, I repeat this mantra. And a mantra has no meaning. A mantra is just a sound, something that we can repeat to ourselves as we're meditating. It allows us to come back and stay focused on being present, not only with our breath, but the moment while we're going through a meditation practice. So today's mantra that we're going to do is the So Hum mantra. And when we do that, when we breathe in, we're going to say so silently to ourselves. And when we breathe out, we're going to say hum silently to ourselves. So once we get to that part of the meditation, then that is what we'll be doing. But to start, I would love to just help guide you get into a little bit of a meditation. I will mind the time. We'll only meditate for a few moments, and I think you're going to love it. It's going to be great. It's such an amazing practice. So let's all just get into a very comfortable seated position. You're welcome to sit in your chair is fine. Placing your feet flat on the ground. Your hands can be on your lap. And I invite you to close your eyes, and let's just take a few moments to just be here now, and let's just let go of everything that brought us here to this moment and everything that is to happen after this moment. And let's just take a few moments of this very busy day that I know we all have, and just be present here right now. Just noticing how we're feeling, just getting in touch with ourselves, noticing if there's any sensations in our bodies, noticing how our hands feel on our laps, and knowing that as we go through this mini meditation practice, that if you're feeling uncomfortable at any point and you need to move, or you have an itch, anything, you're welcome to do it. You don't have to sit like a soldier and be still the whole time, but as still as you can be, and just being present is really the key to meditating. And I like to begin the meditation with a few rounds of really deep, relaxing breathing technique. I like this one a lot because it's super easy to follow with counting, and also just simple, and it brings us here to the moment. And that is the amazing thing about our breath, is that the minute that we even focus on our breathing, it brings us to the present moment, which is really all that's going on right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through the count of 4 through our nose. As we breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth and exhale the ha sound for the count of 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth and ha sound out for the count of 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth. Ha it out and just let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'd like you to bring your attention to your heart center. And we're going to silent repeat to ourselves the 4 soul questions. Who am I? Just noticing what comes up, not attaching to any kind of response or trying to force anything. We're just going to silent repeat these 4 soul questions. Who am I? What do I want? What is my intentions? What is my purpose? What is my dharma? What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? And now just release all of that out into the universe and let it unravel the way it's supposed to. As we're now going to move into the mantra meditation, as you breathe in, you're going to silently repeat to yourself, so. And as you breathe out, hum. So, hum. So, hum. As your mind drifts away to thoughts, just gently bring yourself back to the mantra. So, as you inhale, hum as you exhale. So, hum. So, hum. I'll mind the time. And when you hear my voice again with the little chime, you can just release the mantra by keeping your eyes closed for a few moments. And right now, just focus on as you inhale, so, exhale, hum. So, hum. So, hum. you could gently release the mantra, sitting there with your eyes closed. As we let the mantra go, and we just sit there for a few moments with our eyes closed, being grateful that we took a few moments out of our day to be here to nourish our minds and our body and our spirits. And before we move on, I'd like for you to silently repeat to yourself these happy, healthy, and mindful intentions. Joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, lightness of being. And when you're ready, you can just slowly open your eyes and just noticing how you're feeling right now. Do you feel a little bit lighter? You feel a little bit more calmer? However you may feel, and just really taking a moment of gratitude for taking this time for yourself today and be here with me to practice meditating. It is a beautiful tool to help you move through your life and your day in a more calm and peaceful way. I'm really so grateful that you're able to join me today, learning about meditation and practicing this practice with me. I hope that you enjoyed it and you found it to be insightful in some way. I am here if you'd like to ask any questions. I will hang around for a few more moments. If not, if you're watching this later, be sure to send me any messages, send me a message on any questions that you may have. And I am really grateful, and I hope that you found this class to be insightful. And I will see you guys tomorrow in class. I will check and see if there's any questions from anyone, and I will be right back. I did have one question, and I do get this one asked a lot, and it is when to meditate and how long to meditate. And um, the best time to really meditate is in the morning time, if you can do that, because you just wake up and you're still in this place of open to receive and not having been bombarded by many things throughout our everyday life. So taking that time in the morning, even if you could set your alarm and maybe get up a few minutes earlier and just start to develop a meditation practice at that point, that is what I usually suggest. That is what happened for myself. And to this day, I do meditate in the morning, and I do also meditate a little bit later in the day. But the main focus is if you can pick one day, one time out of the day that is going to work for you, and just commit to that. And just even trying to do that for 30 days is a great way to start building the practice of meditation. If later in the day is better for you, then you could do that as well. Whatever works for you. I know that everyone's life is different. I just wouldn't suggest to do it so much right before you're going to go to sleep. And if you're super tired, because you probably will fall asleep right away. And then as far as how long, when you begin, I would just suggest doing a few moments and then just building it up from there. I know for myself, I meditate 20 to 30 minutes twice a day, definitely, if not always once a day for that period of time. But I also been meditating for a long time, and that's what works for me. But everyone is different, and it's just like any practice, you have to find out what kind of meditation works for you and for how long. But the thing is we try to go for a little bit longer, because it's like once you start getting into really focusing on the mantra and the breathing and getting yourself into that very calm state, you're able to go deeper into a meditation, not meaning that your thoughts are not going to be there, because they're always going to be there, but you're just going to be a little bit more, that space in between your thoughts are going to become wider and wider and wider. So those are the answers to those questions that I definitely do get a lot. And I will definitely keep elaborating on all of the things that we talked about today in this class, in my Meditation with Missy mini meditation series. I am so grateful for everyone that was able to join me today. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm sending lots of love and light, and I'm wishing you a happy and healthy one. Bye, everyone.